Wow. Alright gang, so look at this, I just got my first ever foldable and I think it's pretty wild that it costs 2k euros. I mean, in my country that's the price tag and it's pretty wild honestly. Now if you watch my channel you already know that I'm an Apple guy. I mean, I have an iPhone 16 Pro, I have my M1 Pro MacBook and I'm also developing iOS apps. I know I'm an Apple fan but I won't throw shit in Samsung because of that. So before asking me why I dropped 2000 euro on an Android phone, it's because I really like tech. I mean, tech has been extremely boring these years because you just get an incremental update of a phone that has been released like 5 years ago or something like that. And tech should feel exciting and also pushing the boundaries to the limits, because if you're just pushing incremental updates, it's like nothing, honestly. And when I saw this one, I was really excited about it because I wanted to give it a try because it's Crease free and it also has a new format for a phone. But enough talking and let's unbox this one. So I really like the box honestly, and let's flip it and let's pull this. We have one more down here, so let's see. Oof. Honestly, it looks kind of impressive, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's pull it off. So I'm pretty scared because look at how thin it is, bro. Like, wow, it's extremely thin. So unfolded, this phone has the bezel of 4.5 millimeters and it's extremely thin. So I'm honestly kind of impressed, and look at how easy it is to hold in hand. Whoa. And it has around 201 grams. And let's get this thing off. So let's pull this off. It looks pretty nice, so let's also fold it. So okay, it's pretty smooth. And this is the phone screen when it's folded, and let's unfold it. I like how it unfolds, honestly. It has a small clank, like when it's around here. Oh, you saw? It opens automatically. Oh, let me also show you. So you have it like that. Okay, let's pull it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, go. Oh, you saw? So it's pretty nice, honestly. So let's get this thing up. So I have to hold the power button and let's see how it opens up. Why it's not turning on? Oh, sorry. All right, so we have it open. So benvenuti. Let's change the language. So the screen is pretty smooth, so let's go with English from United States. I don't want to agree to anything, so but let's say that. Galaxy setup manually. I want a fresh install. I will add my Wi-Fi. Okay, so while I was entering the password, I noticed that it opened the keyboard, and it's kind of interesting because you have it split it up. Like you have, yeah, I just saw some keyboards that are manual keyboards, and you have like a part in the left side and the part with the right side, and you can basically stay with your hands more comfortably and typing. But I think it's kind of weird to type with one hand. I need to restart the phone, so let's hit restart. And while it's restarting, let's also compare it with my iPhone. Alright, so I got my 16 Pro here, so let's compare them side by side while this is unfolded, and then I will fold it. So as you see that the fold is kind of thinner and it's kind of smaller also. Let me put this side by side. As you can see, it's way smaller than my iPhone, and that's because the format is 4x3. Okay, let's also fold it and let's compare it. So okay, the thing changed right now. So when it's folded, it's almost the same size, but it's a little thicker than my iPhone, I think. I mean, visually it looks a little thicker than my iPhone, but honestly, look at how small this thing is. I mean, I don't think that's a problem. So let's continue with the process. So let's skip this. So this reminds me that the last time I touched a Samsung phone was when I was a kid. Like I had, let's say 12 years old, 13 years old or something like that. And I had an Samsung G5 because I dropped it and the screen just cracked and I couldn't repair it because the display was gone, and I'm setting it for myself. Also the onboarding flow of the phone, it's kind of long, I'd say. Let's skip the login for the first things. Okay, so let's set up the account later in the settings. Why do you need a Samsung account? Blah, blah, blah. Copy apps and data. Do it later, please. Let's skip this. Oh my god, so the onboarding flow, I had to say that it's way too long, honestly, because on iPhone, like, you just do a few things like set up your Wi-Fi, introduce your Apple account, and you're done. Here you have to add your Samsung account, the Google account. Okay, just disable these things for now, and I don't want to send anything. Oh my god, I have to choose my engine. Let's go with Google. Samsung services, date, personal intelligence, cause okay, just let me use my phone, please. So I will go with light. Recommended apps. Okay, so a lot of boilerplate apps. Can I check this, please? Don't say that. Okay, I'm just tapping. Okay, please, just let me uncheck these things. It's honestly, I'm not a hater, so don't get me wrong, because I really like how this phone looks and feels. But I think that is holding me from using Android. It's because it's so bloated with a lot of apps and unnecessary things. And as you can see, this is onboarding. It's extremely long and bloated. Taking care of your phone next, and whoa, I'm set up finally. And I don't want to see what's new. All right, so this is how it looks on the main screen, and yeah, the screen is snappy. It's pretty snappy. Oh, it had some lag there, so I'm not used. Okay, I have the buttons here, so I can swipe left and right. Let's crank this over to 0. Oh, it's barely seen. So let's crank this up, and as you can see, it's kind of bright. So let's compare this with my iPhone to see how bright it is. All right, so let's pull this to the max and let's see if we notice something. I honestly think they are both the same. So the screen is pretty bright because of the 3000 nits it has. So let's also check the crease. So you know, with the foldables, the thing was that you had this crease that you were seeing when you were using your device. So if I open this up, you see it, but now, I mean, you can't see it all. So I'm not joking. It's like a regular display, so you can't see anything. All right, so I noticed that when I close this up, the cover screen doesn't open, and I saw some tutorial that I need to go into settings and into the display. Let's go down until I see something, continue apps, okay, and always, and let's see if it works now. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god. I forgot that I had this on. And this is how the cover display looks, and it's weird because when I look at it, it doesn't seem like it has the same brightness as the unfolded ones. Kind of brighter, the unfolded screen. And this phone is kind of beast because it has the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and that chip is insane. So I can do almost anything on this phone. Another thing that is really cool about this phone is that it has 7 years of software updates. And let's do some multitasking things. So I saw someone that was dragging the frame. Okay, yeah, you can simply drag a lot of things here. So okay, I can have only 3, and if I put it like that, can I have 4, or it's limited to only 3, let's say. Okay, still 3. Okay, you see my desk right now. So another thing that you can do is to shot videos on 8K. So that's pretty wild, honestly. So you have this 8K here in 30 FPS, but I mean, I haven't shot on 8K, my camera supports only 4K and my phone too. So it's pretty wild to see that on a foldable phone, even though that it doesn't have the 200 megapixel camera. Also, the battery decreased a little, so I consumed from the 66, I'm at 62, and this because I was doing the onboarding and I'm recording this. It took me 20 minutes almost, so let's say that it decreased like 4% in 20 minutes. I don't know if it's good or bad, but the battery is 4800 mAh, and I think it's pretty decent for this phone because it also has this folded and unfolded mode. So if you're using it unfolded more, it will decrease faster, I think, and if you're using only the cover screen, it will last longer. And also crazy thing is that we can now send files to our MacBooks directly from QuickShare, and you simply click here, quick share, and you will see this MacBook here, and I will get closer to the camera and I can simply tap on it and it will send the image to my MacBook. Oh, I have to accept. So accept and save to downloads and I'm good to go. I'm receiving the image and all right. So I have the image on my laptop right now. And honestly, it's pretty nice because if you have an Android phone, you can finally send over your files to your MacBook without struggling to put it on drive or through the cable or something like that. So before we wrap this up, I also shoot on some photos with the Samsung Z Fold 8 and with my iPhone 16 Pro, and I will link them on the screen and I want you to kind of guess which one is each. So let me know in the comments if you guessed it right. Overall, I think that Z Fold 8 is a pretty good phone and I want to give it more days to test it out, and I will come back with a detailed review about it. And if you don't want to miss that one, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to this video to let me know that you really like this content. So until the next one, make sure to take care.